Hey, so welcome back. Basically just forwarded on time quite a bit here till 5 o'clock just to avoid the rain. Again, another day pretty much gone here just because of weather related stuff, but again, it is what it is. So I started rowing this up. I'm curious to see what it comes out like. I can't tell whether this is actually hay or what it's going to come out as. So I mean, the moisture's pretty high here, so I don't even think it's changed yet to hay, so we'll see. Worst case, if it's still just grass, then we'll just bale it as silage anyway, bale it off for silage anyway, so we'll see what happens. Doesn't matter either way, it's no loss. I can just do another field of hay hopefully. Again, it's probably the wrong time of year as well, with it being in cooler temperatures. It's difficult to do hay anyway. Probably needs to be like middle of the year sometime, but this is the calendar we were dealt with, so it is what it is. If I need to buy some hay, I'll have to buy some in. I can maybe just sell some silage to make up for that. So anyway, get back on with this. We'll whiz round here. I've got the other John Deere mowing field 38 currently, so we'll get this done and then we'll come out with the baler and see what it is that we actually pick up. Okay, so it looks like this has turned to hay. I think actually when we tedded it, the moisture was low enough for it to turn to hay. So I think we're okay at that point. So yeah, that's good news. This tractor's a little underpowered for this baler as well. I'm about 40 horsepower short, but it'll do for now. Just so I can get some stuff done. Otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Let's have a look. Let me just jump out here. So the moisture on this, it's come down a little bit. It's not ideal moisture for sure. It should be about 20. It should be between 18 and 22. So we're at 23.8. So it should be a little bit drier than that. I'm actually over in this other field. which I haven't tedded yet. Moisture over here is 29.3, so yeah, this needs tedding, and it needs to dry out a bit. So just get this field baled, and then we'll ted the rest. Actually, let me just check on how he's doing. Okay, that's not looking too bad. All right, cool. All right, let's carry on. See you in a bit. Okay, so just a quick interlude here. I just wanted to bring this up in case anyone was interested. Don't know whether anyone noticed, but the grass texture on here is like really wild. It's very full. It's a lot higher than the normal standard Giants base game grass. And the reason for this is that the grass XML file has been edited to basically make that grass taller and also denser. Now, in some cases, you can just alter the base game file in the foliage section if you're on a PC. Caveat here, this won't work for Xbox players or PS5, it's PC only. So you can alter the XML file for the foliage. However, some maps come with their own foliage section as well, so if you get that, you would need to modify that file as well within the map itself and then re-zip it up. But if you want more details on how to do this exactly, I'll try and remember to put a link in my in the description. But if you go over to Scroff's page, he's got a detailed video on how to do this. So massive shout out to Scroff for that, because this looks so much better than the Giant stuff. It's a shame that the Xbox and PS5 people can't get this as well. But that's probably one of the reasons why it looks so bare in the normal base game files, is probably because this may just tip it over the edge a little bit for console players, which is a shame. But I guess as things improve, this may change. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll get back to finishing this field off. Okay, so welcome back. As you can see, it's going on 9 p.m. at night. Just got the last of the silage bales up. So we picked up around 52 bales there. That's not too bad. Had some issues initially with the bale because I forgot the baler doesn't wrap 180 centimeter bales. And for some reason it didn't look as though it was wrapping the 150s, which it was supposed to. But I think I may have just miscalculated that, and it does actually wrap 150s because it had left one on the ground there. So these are all 125s, which is fine. It works for what I need for this. But maybe we'll do the 150s next time. Did have a couple of other issues. Let's see if we can get this in here. Okay. Let's try and be gingerly with this. There we go. So it's a shame I can't get 3 high in here, but there you go. Get those in there, get some silage in there. I've got another lot of straws to pick up as well, and that's just being rowed up now. Just pull this forward because I can't get to it. One other thing that I did notice that was a bit annoying, I assume it's the bale, the pro bale that's the issue, is that once you've auto-loaded at least one bale, when you're driving along, the speed suddenly drops from like 20 miles an hour to 10, and the whole thing jerks forward or backwards, which is really annoying. It doesn't do it when there's no pro bale on there. It doesn't do it when you haven't got a bale loaded either in the front. So that looks like a bit of a small bug, which is annoying. But hopefully that'll get fixed. So I just want to pull off a couple of bales from here to drop in here. Now I'll go and dump the rest over. In the storage shed. See if we can pull 2 off here. Or at least the into, I should say. Get a bit closer here. Oh no, grab 3. Oh well, that's okay. I can grab 2 from here. Okay, go up a bit. There we go. Stop the auto load. Alright, so I'm going to go finish putting these away, let that windrow finish, and then tomorrow, September 3rd, which is the last day of the 3-day month, I'll look at rolling those fields with a grass roller. I don't have one, so I'll have to look at either buying one or renting one, leasing one. So we'll at least get those fields rolled before we roll over the month. And then they probably need, actually another 50% fertilised already. Then need to start working on those other fields with the wheat and oat in that we had, and get those get started to prep those out. Yep, we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Oh, I nearly forgot as well. I need to pick up the other 2 fields with the forage wagon and get those into the clamp. So I'll work on getting a course set up for those so that we can just have it dump those in the clamp, and then we can start compacting it, which is something else I don't have. I don't have a leveler, so I need to get a leveler to do that. I wonder if the Merlot can pull the forage wagon. I'll have to check that, because that means I can put the leveler on the bigger John Deere. Anyway, bye again. Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back. September 3rd, day 3 of this month. Just taking a look at this hay. Still fairly wet. So I'm going to see if that drops down a bit. Doesn't need tedding because we've already done that. So we're going to leave this a little bit longer. We'll come back to it. Next thing I'm going to do is grab the forage wagon, I should say, I don't have multiple. Start work on pulling up those other fields across the way there. One other thing I have done is, seems to be the thing to do at the moment, is to just change the colour slightly. Some people are using reshade to do this. I'm using an NVIDIA built-in game filter, and I basically just backed off the colour slightly so it doesn't look quite as bright and cartoonish like. So this kind of looks a little bit more lifelike. So I'm curious what people think. I think it looks kind of neat. Looks a little bit more lifelike for what you would expect for that type of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I might still adjust it slightly. So I have set up the course for the forage wagon to drop the grass in one of the clamps. I've got the Merlot over here set up for the forage wagon, which we're going to use. I've got the JD set up just outside the clamp, and I've also I did set it up to do silo work, and I bought a leveler for that as well on the front, and actually a couple of other things I did do as well, just off screen, is I've got for both the JDs I've put front loader equipment on there, so this can take a front loader. So for this one I've got a front loader and a bale spike, which is around here somewhere. Can't remember where I've put it now. Oh, actually it might be over here by the shed. I think it's over there by the shed over there. And also for the other JD I got a front loader as well. Didn't get a bale spike or anything for that one. I just figured it was easier for that tractor to be working in here with it being smaller than using the Merlot for that. I do have a spike for the Merlot, which is what I use probably over in the other area anyway, which is where the front loader for the JD is, over by the cows here. But maybe we'll just get a bucket for that. We'll see, not sure yet. Just thought it'd be useful to have a front loader on there just in case. So we'll run down here, just turn on the auto drive lines. Just back this out a bit. So you see here we've got the course running now. I've got two clamps set up with the course 1 and 2. So we'll start off on 1. So it basically rolls around and runs through there, and then as you see we've got the JD parked ready to go. Once we've got some silage in here, once we've got some grass in here, we'll set this over to silo work, and then it should park itself roughly where it is now. So let's see how that works out for us. So what we'll do here is we'll pick up the windrow course with auto drive, with course play, sorry. On field 38, so row, field 38, load course. Just see if it's picked up right. Yep, that looks okay. And then we'll change this to dump in clamp 1. So it should be okay. That to match up with course play. First waypoint. Just turn those off. Let's see what happens. so I'm recording this on Thursday the 24th, which is the day that Giants announced the new DLC for precision farming, which is absolutely brilliant news. Can't wait for that. Absolutely love precision farming. Just adds so much more realism. Again, I'm really into the realism piece of this. So that's really looking forward to that. So about 2 weeks to go on that, maybe a little less, I think. Some of the new stuff with the touch spray technology and stuff looks pretty good. So really looking forward to that. Always been a fan of precision farming. The base game stuff, it's okay, but it's not great. So hopefully everyone else is super excited about that as well. But we'll just see how this runs on this first pickup. See if it drops okay, and then we'll get the JD doing the silo compaction and leveling, hopefully. Actually, I was just thinking, by the time this episode comes out, I think DLC might actually be out. I missed what that said then. What did it say? It's great. I wonder if we need... Nothing needs to be on this one. And this one would be... Oh, I don't have a tractor weight around here. Yeah. Okay, might have to do that. Let's see. Should be dumping it any second now. It's probably not going to dump it because I changed it. So let's just do it manually. Right, so let's quickly run around here. Let's go and just quickly pop in an auto drive course around the field. Just going to drop the quickly run this round. Okay, so that's not quite working as expected at the moment, so I'm just going to do it manually for now. I'll have to have a play around with this off camera and see. I'll leave the forage harvester picking up the grass on its own. Maybe no, I don't know where it went. Need to adjust the course. I think it's going around a bit of a circuitous route there. Just push this back and put a turnaround point back again. Leveling out quite nicely. Right, we'll get on with this and we'll put this into a time lapse or something, and we'll see how we go. So welcome back, and the question is, will we make it all the way to the end? Nope, we won't. Oh well. Thought we'd get all that picked up there, so let's just run this back. So these silos seems to be a bit weird. You can see the courseplay silo piece just doesn't work with these for some reason. It looks like the setup as 3 different silos along the way there, which I think is causing it an issue. That's just a guess on my part. That's the only thing I can think of as to why it's not working. I would need to go and verify that by tipping stuff into a regular 3-sided silo or something. which maybe I'll do, or maybe I'll do that off camera just to check out whether it's a cosplay issue or something else. But yeah, they seem to be in 3 bits, these. And there's also, I don't know whether you saw it in the video, it might have been too quick, but these, actually you can see it here. These are floating in the air for some reason, but that only appears once you drop the grass in. It's reasonably okay here, but and these, I think these little white parts there for the water, because there's like 3 of them or something, probably indicate where the start and the finish of the actual silo is itself. So when you look on the courseplay, you can see it's in 3 different pieces, which, like I say, I think is the problem, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm going to get this last little piece, quickly compact that down, get it covered, and then we'll need to go check on the hay in the other field that we left to dry out. We'll see if that's dried out. So I'll see you over there. Hey, welcome back everyone. So just over here, getting ready to bale up the last of this hay over here. So I want to get this baled, get it off this field. We're coming up to 11 AM. Need to get this off here, and then I want to roll these fields before we flip over, because we're already on the 3rd day of September and we're on 3-day months. So I want to get that done so we can get these rolled, and gain some potential extra yield on these. Says these need lime as well and needs ploughing, but it's a grass field, so I'm not going to do the ploughing for that. Not currently on this one anyway, but it will need liming as well. But I need to get it rolled first, and then we'll get the lime on there. And then what we can do is look at doing those other fields, which are field 12 and 41. Need to get those tilled over and everything. Actually, I'm not sure if they need ploughing or not. I have to check those. I don't think they do. Let's have a look here. No, it doesn't look as though it does. No, seems to be okay. That's all. I don't think they do. They don't appear as though they need lime either. But basically all these 3 grass fields here need lime. This one appears to be okay. Same as this one as well. So cool. So I'm going to get on with this baling, get this hay done, Let's make sure I change it back to 180 as well. Let's make sure we get the big bales out of this. Okay, that 180. All right, so we've got a reasonably nice day here. I might try and do some cinematic work on this one. The others have just been time lapses, which is a little bit repetitive. So, also one other thing I did do, I took out the hay bale that was in the calf barn as well, because the food wasn't going down as I suspected. It was just taken from the hay bale and it was refilling it, but I wanted to double check that. Actually, let's see if that's made any difference so far. May not, maybe too soon. Nope, still 11,250. So I want to see if that hay goes down now, taking that bale out, just to double check that is working as expected. So, right, I'm going to get on with this. I'll be back in a bit. We'll get on with some rolling, fertilizing maybe with lime, and then maybe those other fields. Although that might be into episode 4 potentially. We'll probably just get these fields done while the baling and possibly the rolling. Not sure yet. That may drop into 4 as well, because I think it might be up too high. Don't want to go over an hour or anything for these. Does help if you choose the right field as well. What a numpty. Okay, so that's all the fields cleared up. Next episode we're going to do the rolling. It's a little bit too far in now, so I'm just off down to pick up the roller, and I'll see you in episode 4 hopefully. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like my content, please like and subscribe. Thanks again.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my content.